Hello, welcome to Niki 1111's podcast. Today, I'm coming in to talk about this new conjunction we just recently had. Excuse me. Hold on for a second. Jada, can I get that? So, what is going on with this conjunction? What was this conjunction about? Well, I just recently opened my Starman's Tarot book. The first page that I opened up was to the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Earth, connected. So it's about connecting with the Earth. It's about us going out, celebrating the Earth, getting close with the Earth, getting grounded. That's for one. We need to be more involved in the Earth, more outside. Right now we know it's cold, but they said if you can't go outside, to bring the Earth inside. So maybe investing in plants. What else? I forgot what else. Maybe visualizing when you go into meditation, visualizing you outside in the earth, or if you're not afraid of the cold, to just go out there in the cold and walk around in the snow, or just to go out there and show the earth gratitude and give thanks to the earth at the same time, which is what we'll be all doing. Let's see. I'll pull some cards to see what they're talking about. When it comes to the soul's journey here. So it's judgment. We got at the bottom of the deck, judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Right? Okay, hold on. Let me go see. So judgment. We are all spirit. We are all the same. It's only the roles we have chosen to play here on earth that make us seem different. The biggest lessons you have chosen to learn is to love. There are so many situations in this physical dimension that is possible to incarnate into. But the core lesson is to look past the illusions and see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming these obstacles, but to assist that soul. Spirit has given us the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant, or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. That is an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I will treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in your life is here to teach you something about yourself. Accept the lesson with love and understanding. So that already tells you this is a time for us to reflect and see ourselves, see who we are as individuals, and not to see somebody as either in a higher light or a lower light than yourself. It's just to accept that everybody has their, like they said, their own challenges, their own lessons, and their own life paths, and it's for you to understand, to be grateful for where you come from and understanding, and also being grateful into where you're going. Okay, that's one. What else about this conjunction do you want to tell them about? Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So let's look up self-esteem. Self-esteem. It is easy to perceive others as being better than you. This is a trap of the ego. There is no one greater or lesser than you. There are only those who have learned how to reveal their gifts to a greater or lesser degree. Everyone is born with unique abilities of the soul, and just like snowflakes, no two are ever alike. You have a unique perspective to share with the world and have come back this time to put your stamp on it. Perhaps you may not be aware or even in tune with your incredible and gifted self. Why not try to make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or abilities you possess that you love and hold in high regard? It is not always easy to write about yourself, but sometimes you need to be reminded just how special you are. Remember that remember that you did not come down to this schoolroom by accident. You have meaning and reason for being. You are a treasure chest of incredible gifts and insights. Now it's time to celebrate you. Okay. Who is doing that? So in the process or in the midst of that, this is going to help you to be of service of others. And like they say, it all starts at home. So this is who you will start with: your home, self and family, friends, and all that. But to understand that you are here for a purpose, you are here for a mission, you were here to set your stamp on the world, to let them know the world you was here, whether that's big or small. You understand? But it's not to make you feel better or bigger in doing better than someone else. It's to understand that we are all here for a purpose, whether that's good or bad. All right? And this is, again, to help others to achieve their goals and to find their true self. This is also to help relationships, us with relationships, to improve our relationships and, how we work with each other. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So, you producing and seeing yourself in a higher light, but not as better than someone, but in an understanding manner. This will produce and bring in successful, healthy relationships, because you are not to go about achieving relationships because you want to look better than somebody, or you feel like somebody is going to make you, or using people to benefit you in some kind of way. But it's just to, it's like the hi and bye and hello and how you doing. You understand? So that's what we're supposed to be doing. And forgiveness. We are here to forgive each other and others. That part is easier said than done, but it's a part of this process. This transition, this energy that just came in is supposed to do. It's supposed to, you might not see it today. I can't believe people actually thought that, but I guess people have, found the humor in it. But this is something that you probably would, in the midst of your movement on the earth, you will finally stop and realize, like, wow, that's true. This is what's happening, You are going to realize that, wow, you're going to feel a little more lighter. You're not going to feel so much pressured, or, the saying back in the day is keeping up with the Joneses. It's about you and your family, your circle, and you producing healthy individuals in the world as well as yourself. What else? Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So, getting rid of our fears, things that we were fearing at one time. For like sake, for example, this coronavirus. We're not supposed to be walking in fear. If you are connected to the divine, you have nothing to fear. And I'm not saying the people who got it, but this is something not to fear, but to understand and to maybe acknowledge or whatever, and to be grateful at the same time for, having your family and friends that may have not been affected, but, being grateful for the times with the ones that you have that may have been affected and lost their lives to this. So it's like, being confident enough to forgive yourself, forgive others, to not be walking the earth so guarded and defensive, But you do have boundaries. If people cross your boundaries, you do have the right to adjust accordingly, All right. So what else? Anything else? Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Worrying about, worry fell under self-esteem. So I'm going to put these two together and say that not worrying about if you fit in or how you look, or, not worrying about the three-dimensional things instead of worrying about, the spiritual things. Things that keep your spirit fed and healthy. That's cutting out toxic things, toxic people, toxic ways of thinking. Okay, what else? Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So, like when it comes to relationships, trust that if this person is treating you right, it's like establishing also trust within ourselves to be more confident in our decision making and the choices we make and the people we choose to allow or invite into our lives. That's another thing. What else? Change. This is bringing change. This is breaking us from our 3D conventional ways of thinking and the illusions that has been put on us in this lifetime, in this realm. Okay? What else? Death. So we're bringing an ending to, and change. Stop fearing change. Stop being in denial that in change and acting like change is bad when change can be really good. Stop avoiding change. Stop avoiding endings, and forgive the people you have had to end things with. Trust. You are going through these things so you can be establish more trusting relationships. That's whether in your home, your job, and our governments, people governing over us. Us becoming more healthy spiritually and mentally, emotionally, and physically will produce more healthy governing systems or social systems. All of this had to be broken down, and the reason why we have been living the way we are is because mentally we was unstable and unbalanced. That's why we've been living in this accord for so long, this way for so long, because of our mental thinking and our mental capacity. So the universe is now shifting all of this for us. It's if it isn't affecting you now, it will, because you're going to have certain events that's going to occur in your life that's going to adjust you to this shift that just occurred yesterday. So you're not going to see, it's going to be a slow process. You know what I mean? You think it's not happening, it's just going to be slow. It's going to be things that's happening that's going to adjust you and align you with this event that occurred yesterday. And one day you're going to get an epiphany. You're going to be sitting somewhere, standing somewhere on a bus, on a car, and you're like, oh, that's what that was about. Yes, because now you guys are no longer blind. You can't even hide. You can't even, it's like, before you used to put things off, like if you seen something and you felt some type of way about it, you used to not say anything. But now you guys are going to be more outspoken and upspoken about it. You're not going to just continue to sit in it anymore. You're just going to deal with it because your soul is not going to let you rest on it anymore like it used to. Okay? So yeah, if you notice you're cutting people out and you're no longer accepting things and you're walking away from things, people, jobs that's not making you happy, and maybe some of you are creating your own businesses, you know what I mean? So some of you are catching on faster than others, but one day we will come to see like, wow, you're going to wake up and be like, dang, it could look like a whole new world. And it's not going to happen overnight. This will be a slow process for us all. So, they're just asking us not to deny the change, not to deny that this change is needed. All right, so I had already pulled some other cards, right, before I got started, and what I'm going to do is a tarot deck that I have, and I'm just going to read off the cards, what it says on the card. It's a tarot card that I got to help me to do, better reading, but I'm going to tell you what it says on the card. So right now we are going within. This is about, like I said, this process is moving slow. This is propelling us forward. This is propelling us forward to go within and seek to go within and to heal what has been broken, distorted, confused. Did I say broken? I said broken. But this is helping us to rid ourselves of self-defeat, to having to compete, trying to one-up each other. This is just to bring balance within ourselves, to restore what the divine had already. We just getting in touch with our divine side, This is helping us to boss up. This is helping us to produce more productive and healthy opportunities for ourselves. This is making us stronger as individuals or divine beings. If you out here in the world and you are, living foul and you committing harsh against others, this harsh is going to be returned to you. It's like a boomerang effect, or like, you throwing a ball against the wall at your hardest force and the ball hitting you right back. You know what I mean? Metaphorically speaking. So this is helping us to move away from conflicts, conflicting of people, being conflicted when it comes to our passions, things like that. This is helping us to bring in financial success. And the way we're going to do that is with our minds, the way we think. It's like if you're on a job, right, and you don't like what your manager is doing, you can actually manifest either that manager to change, or you can manifest that manager out. And then that manager that was toxic in the business, or whoever was in the business is toxic, is going to maybe get in, like I said in the previous recording a while ago, that manager will be put in an environment where they will have no choice but to readjust the way they think and do things. Okay. Communication. This is going to have us to communicate better with our family, friends, and people outside. I mean, we might not be so, open right now when it comes to communicating with people you barely know, but it's just going to put you in a perspective of understanding instead of walking around in block, or like some people could be out there, don't talk to me, don't say nothing to me, and having attitudes. Them people are going to get adjusted too. It's the way we go about in the energy in the world. That's what we're dealing with, is the energy of the universe. And now the energy of the universe is coming down to us, because a lot of us is calling it on ourselves. So now you've gone within, and you've gone within, and now you going within. You are ready to look in the world in a different perspective. You know what I mean? You are now just like, instead of taking certain opportunities, you may be ready to create some for yourself. You may look at opportunities different now. You want to see opportunities that grow instead of keeping you stagnant. Now, I'm not saying that, not to go take the job at McDonald's or Burger King or anything, but I feel like you can change their environment. You can, by the way you deal with the people you work with, or you can manifest a whole change in the atmosphere. So it could take just one of you going into a place of business and just shifting the whole conjunction. I just wanted to say that word. I don't know, but the whole system, just by the way you think. And it might not occur while you're there, but it could occur afterwards, because maybe your purpose is somewhere else. There's another place you have to go to. So that's a few. So a lot of you guys are out there bossing up now. A lot of y'all getting y'all creative side. This is also for fathers too. A message for the fathers, that the fathers are to become more connected with their children, more balanced in their emotions, to stand in their leadership roles, and and to express more authority with willpower and self-control. Their dreams will start coming true because of the way they think. Instead of thinking about how many people you can conquer, it's more like how many more people can you help. And it ain't always about money. It's just that speaking words and speaking power in their life. You know, you could speak power over your children. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my kids, you know, they have their issues, but I understand that mommy getting right is getting them right. You know, daddy getting right is getting the family right. Mommy getting right is getting the house right. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the universe is working with us at. And we can't worry about the ones that's not doing what they're supposed to. It's worrying about what you're supposed to be doing. And if those people who are out walking around in the world in no low vibrant energy, they will get caught up in that low vibrant system. And then we don't want to get there because sometimes bad things happens in them, in that place, in that space. Okay. So what else? So Abba's here. Abba's confirming what I'm saying. He's confirming what I'm telling you. This is also going to be dealing with your careers, your education, medicine, religion, everything. You're getting increased knowledge on all of these things. We all getting spiritual growth, and we're doing this as a team. This is a teamwork event. You know, we each one teach one, something like that. So they want you to watch out for ethical conflicts. Choose your moral path. You need for social to maybe do not worry about social approval, but more of a spiritual one. To connect with your higher source, your ancestors, your divine. Connect with the earth, the universe. Stay connected with the moon cycles, because then that way you will know what shifts are occurring. You know what I mean? Because we are all connected. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with anybody that's saying it's a hoax. It's called knowing your environment, knowing your circle. I mean, you being connected with the moon can actually prevent you from making bad investments. You know, from not buying electronics, from not traveling certain distances. It's like being connected with the earth is going to be more abundant for you than not. So that's basically what this is saying, is that we are getting alignment with the universe. You know, we are trying to close out the old paradigm of this world. Not actually ending the world, but ending the way we have been taught of inferior and superior. When I think the universe is saying it's more about equality, equal give and take, instead of one being more up than the other. Now, there's people going to be in positions, in higher positions, but them people are not to abuse that authority. They are to use it to benefit everyone, not just a certain few or certain many. You understand? So yeah, Abba saying, Abba says, so above, so below. So what you expect to be going down on in the cosmic realms is needed to be going on down here. And maybe what's going on down here is what produces certain maybe weather changes in the cosmic realm. So we need to come in accord with them so that we can have more abundant and prosperous lives down here. Yes, so this is to bring abundance to us. You know, if you get in line with the universe and align in your chakras, you will become abundant. You will have more of a peace of mind. You will have more of a peace of mind. You will be able to produce more fruit and abundance in your life and in your family's life. What else? What else I want to say? Yes, they are telling me, yes, the moon. We are to connect with the cycles of the moon. We are supposed to stay in cycles with the moon. This, you know, as times you connect with the moon, you will subconsciously produce a more abundant life for yourself. Abba's on the bottom again. This is confirmation. Okay? What else, Abba? You know, what else I want to say? What else? Yes. And I think they're saying that I'm right. This is also going to bring creativity, personal growth, and self-development. Success brings freedom, material comfort, security, protection. Wealth may separate you from your roots and sense of self. You spend too much time indoors, go out more. Sexual pleasure, fertility, excellent physical condition, health, loving relationship between mother and child. So we just had the father here. So now it's saying that the relationship, this is also to help to get a more established and balanced relationship with the father and the child, as well as the mother and the child. And it's to bring in more creativity for us, to create a more abundant life for ourselves. All right, what else? And for us to take action. Strong leadership skills. And to be open to new ideas and new concepts. And to bring balance and justice to the earth. Okay, what else? Anything else? Anything else? So we are supposed to be, this is going to make us more optimistic, sociable, intelligent, charming, educated, with good common sense, loyal, honest, trustworthy. We thinking before we speak. We're going to look for our best interests with healthy mindsets, as well as manifesting it for children. And some of us out here are breaking, you know what I'm saying, family curses. This is years and years of toxic ways of living and thinking. So we're going to close these cycles out. This is not an overnight process. It's actually a slow one. And it looks like it's not moving. But we will have victory in the end. But this is what it's all about, and major healing. We are all to be doing major healing at this time. We are to let go of things that have hurt us in the past. We need to let go of things we cling to that are unhealthy, to make that we think make us feel better. Some of us, some people feel like medication. I'm not going to say medication is bad, because some people really need it. But, sometimes some of the things that are ailing us, it could definitely have something to do with our diets. It could definitely have with something to do the way we think. And it definitely can have something to do with the people we deal with, the people we allow in our lives, and carrying and holding on to past life, this life's traumas, and then passing them on to the kids. Because, for example, like if you are a parent and you ate like a whole bunch of peanut butter when you was pregnant, the next thing you know, your child is allergic to it. You understand what I'm saying? It all goes together. So, but anyway, this is what this conjunction has to do with. It's readjusting us to slow down. We may need to slow down. Pay attention to what you are invested in, who you're invested in, and where you're giving your offers to, where you're giving your time and energy to. Make sure that the people you are investing in, you will get that in return. But I'm not saying look at it as that who you deal with. Are you getting something out of it? I'm saying that the people who you are spending time with is not blocking you from bringing in success and abundance, but they are adding to it, because they also are wanting to do that in their own lives, in their own communities as well. Let's see. What else? So it's also dealing with our shadow selves. The shadow selves, the dark side of yourself, the side you keep hidden, the person that wants to come out but you try very hard to hide them. You have to acknowledge this person, but you also have to bring balance to this individual. Not to deny that person. This is also to let us know we are limitless beings. We create the life that we want. What else? But it overall is to help us to get to deal with those things that suppress us about ourselves. strength. This is to strengthen us, to make us stronger. We may be going through challenges that at this time, some of you may be going through some challenges that you feel like you don't have the energy to deal with, but their balance will be restored here. It's just going to take some strength to do so. All right. What else? And this is a sacred journey for everybody. Everybody's on a journey, and everybody's everybody's lesson is basically a lesson for all of us. So if you see somebody going through some hard time, it's not really like to say, you glad, but to understand their situation and to be grateful for where you are at in life and what you've come through. Okay? So I'm going to close out with a message from the Most High, Abba and Ima, and see what they have to say. Abba and Ima, what message do you guys want to send as we close this out? What message do you have for the collective? What message do you have for the collective? Do y'all have anything to say about this? The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. When a train goes through a tunnel and it gets dark, you don't throw away the ticket and jump off. You sit still and trust the engineer. What else? In this world you will suffer, but be courageous, for I have overcome the world. In everything we have won more than a victory because of you, Yeshua, who loves us. The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. Hope begins in the dark, the stubborn hope that if you just show up and try to do the right thing, the dawn will come. So that's like having faith, knowing at all days and all times the size of, and having faith the size of a mustard seed. Faith in all things, not just some, everything you do. Be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow. Keep up with them transitions, keep up with the moon cycles, and keep up with the Most High and your divine and yourself. And you go through something, you go through it, but you don't dwell in it, sit in it, and grow and water it. Grow plants out of it. You learn from it. Like I'm gonna cut this person out. I need to. And the cycle will repeat till you cut out whatever it is that is keeping you back. So this is what we're all going through. This is the shift. These are the shifts, what these shifts are taking us through. Be strong and take heart, all who hope in the Lord. Trust the past to Abba's mercy, the present to Abba's love, and the future to Abba's providence. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Patience and perseverance have a magical effect, before which difficulties disappear, obstacles vanish. The Lord is compassionate and merciful, slow to get angry, and filled with unfailing love. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So this is Abba's call. This moon, these shifts, it was time. This is time for our spiritual ascension. We cannot stay in this same place anymore. As what's so above is so below. They are calling, they are making a call here for all of us to shift. And whether you like it or not, you're either going to be here or you're going to be removed. It's up to you. And with that being said, guys, I'm done. Bye.